they made us feel welcome, from the onset. Once the deal was signed, we got phone calls saying, "Hey, welcome to the team." And it was like, okay, this is a new beginning, a new start. And that felt really good. I think the magic is in the people. And we just have to keep reminding ourselves, at the end of the day, we need to take care of one another. As a result, we will then take care of the patients and have good outcomes.
Compassus made it very clear through the entire process that they valued the organization that they had purchased, and they valued the people as the deliverers of the messaging, of the care, of the foundations of that business. And it didn't feel at all as though Compassus was coming into our structure and telling us that we were not doing anything right or that nothing that we had done was good. In fact, they were very supportive and included a lot of conversation around, show me how you do that, because we don't do it quite that way, but we like the way y'all do this. How does that work? I found that to be very collaborative and encouraging. It really made me want to stay.
We did not have the tools like we have today that Ascension provided. I had to literally use a paper and pen and write down all my referrals, and I didn't even know how to track down. I always used to call intake and spend more time tracking the referrals down. We have a structure, we have a plan in place, and we do make sure that we see these patients within 24 to 48 hours, and we have a CRM available where we can track all these referrals.
So my experience with the transition from Optum to Compassus, it certainly was a positive one. Of course, there was a lot of uneasiness with the unknown. What is this going to look like for me? How is this going to affect my work-life balance? How is this going to affect me as a hospice nurse? But overall, the process from the time that we first heard that there was going to be some change to the acquisition, overall, it really didn't affect my day-to-day routine as far as being a hospice nurse. I was still able to do and continue to do what I love, in that, seeing hospice patients, being at the bedside. There were folks from, out of state, Brentwood, and they came to our site. They spent one-on-one time with each of us. I remember we all were in the office and just kind of taking turns sitting with upper management and leadership, and really giving us the opportunity to ask any questions, ask any concerns, kind of address those things that might have been uneasy for each of us, because each of our concerns were different. Being a hospice clinician, hospice aide, hospice social worker, that in itself can be taxing and emotionally draining for you personally. So our site, and I know pretty much all sites with Compassus really, they encourage things like time off, time with your family. If you have in the middle of the day an opportunity to go to your kindergartner's Christmas performance. We work so well as a team that those things are not missed.
The care for who I am, culture, it really resonated with me. I think that people that are working hard and doing a good job are recognized in this company. There's a lot of team recognition between teams, so not even just from leadership. So the culture kind of trickles down as far as, if leadership is recognizing people, calling out specific things that are something to be noted, your team members also start doing that. One thing early on, and in general, home health, but especially hospice care, has a large impact of faith in people. At end of life, people want to connect with the spiritual beings that they believe in, to really just find what their purpose was, have some closure, etc. I think in general, as an employee here, there's space for all religions, all beliefs, all backgrounds, all whatever your ethos is, it will be supported.
Mergers are difficult, right? Even if they go as smoothly as possible, there are always going to be a change, and change is difficult, especially for nurses, right? But as long as you got a good team with you, you can get through anything.
David Graham's coming on as our executive leadership really changed the culture of Compassus. To have a leader as busy as he is and involved in all these things, to come and have a presence that, a leader such as that is not above any of that. And he wants to be in the weeds. He wants to hear things that are the hard parts of our job.